MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Cleveland Indians and the Miami Marlins. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Michael Brantley gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Bases are empty here with two men out. 3-2 now.
3-2.
High and deep to straightaway right. Murphy racing back to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Batting fourth.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Tribe move out in front 1-0. Jason Kipnis is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball one. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Corey Spangenberg comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two. Fastball is looked at for strike two. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Elian Herrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Brantley. 2 down. Ryan Braun gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And for a starter, he has one of the better fastballs you're going to see. That one at 95.
After it is burned. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Carlos Santana will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Carlos Santana.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Yelich is after it. And that's the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, Juan Uribe. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 2-1. Two and two. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Murphy has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now is Marlon Byrd. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Spangenberg is there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Christian Yelich strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. At the plate, Jose Abreu. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. And might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Derek Dietrich stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Uribe bare hands it. He's up with it. The throw. Safe.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues. Jonathan Lucroy is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1. To 2-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Line hard toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So stepping in, David Murphy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Yan Gomes is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
A strike, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich on the move. 1 out. Carlos Carrasco steps in now.
Carlos Carrasco.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Ender Inciarte will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. David Phelps digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, David.
He's set. Here it comes. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Gomes has it. He'll throw down to first. 1 away. Corey Spangenberg will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
In there, strike one. One out, nobody on. And there's ball one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
The batter,
Elian Herrera is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. And he lays off there 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Bird will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Francisco Lindor is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First offering on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Dietrich scoops it up, throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Michael Brantley stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Yeah, 2014 was really an outstanding year for Mr. Brantley. He went to the All-Star game for the first time, won a Silver Slugger, and ended up 3rd in the AL MVP voting.
That's pretty amazing. Not only that, he was a 20-20 guy. He had exactly 20 bombs and ended up swiping 23 bases.
Pulled toward right center field. Murphy giving chase. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jason out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Here's a high pop-up. Phelps is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Christian Yelich is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Liner towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Jose Abreu is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. Derek Dietrich, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Carlos Santana heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Cleveland, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A shot down the first baseline, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Juan Uribe is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. Right there for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Uribe for out number 1. Striding into the box, Marlon Byrd. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
The 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now to the plate, Yan Gomes. He flew out in his last at bat. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Nope.
Change up low, 2-0. Men on third with 2 down. Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so they'll go ahead and give him the freebie here. Carlos Carrasco digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Jose Ramirez. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
Tapped out in front of home. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Zach McAllister is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Lucroy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. David Murphy comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte moving in, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, David Phelps, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now batting,
Corey Spangenberg stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Rex Brothers is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Brothers.
Johnny Peralta will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Johnny Peralta.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Ender Inciarte will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Braun. One down. Francisco Lindor will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. 3-1 now as that misses down and in. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. Now here's a ball popped up. Playable, however, for Lucroy behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Michael Brantley strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Ball 2.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Murphy looks up. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
Second baseman, number 22, Jason.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead. Mike Dunn will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Mike Dunn. This change for the Marlins. Now playing third base, number 27, Johnny Peralta.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jason Kipnis is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Elian Herrera will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Dan Otero will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 61, Dan Otero.
First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. To short, hit hard. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Christian Yelich. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
First and second here with nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
A little low, it's 2-2.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
On the ground to short, this could be two. Kipnis.
He's safe.
And he'll make it back to third safely and be content just to advance the 90 feet.
The first baseman,
Jose Abreu will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Now batting,
Derek Dietrich strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. T.J. House is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
T.J. House.
Marcell Ozuna. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Number 20.
Jonathan Lucroy digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Brian Shaw will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Brian Shaw.
Hot shot to third. Uribe's got it. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Welcome back to South Florida. 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings.
First baseman, Carlos Santana.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Carlos Santana is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Juan Uribe will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on its way.
That's a
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Popped high in the air. And Peralta will put this one away for out number 2. Marlon Byrd will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Yan Gomes steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
They'll kind of have to come right after him this time because there's no good reason for walking him right here.
A.J. Ramos will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
A.J. Ramos. This change for the Marlins. Now playing second base, number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
And that slider's going to make some guys look bad. When he's throwing it good, it's a really tough pitch to get a handle on.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. David Murphy will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, David Murphy.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. Kipnis has it. A quick out number 1. A.J. Ramos will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And a pinch hitter may be next as Coco Crisp has moved out into the on-deck circle now.
Coco Crisp.
And that misses for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Johnny Peralta stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And he knows the drill out there. You got him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side.
Your attention, please. Now
Call to the
pitching for
bullpen
Marlins,
complete as the
number
right-handed
41,
workhorse Ryan Madsen set to take
Madsen.
over. Brian Shaw will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate
Leading off
appearance
the
in this one here in the 8th.
Pitcher, Brian Shaw.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. To first, taken in by Abreu. The tag, and he is out. Ender Inciarte will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich coasts under it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Elian Herrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Very high, 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Line towards center field. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th. So a big moment here, and standing in, Ryan Braun. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Christian Yelich stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Cody Allen will be summoned much earlier than he anticipated as he'll try and preserve this one by pitching 2 full innings. Trying to hold the lead. Line drive. Base hit left field. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Jose Abreu will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Now a spin and a throwback to second. Runners back. 2-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Now batting,
Marcell Ozuna stands in following an RBI single his first time through. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Popped up. Bird sprinting after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The run scores from second, and he is in there. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
the catcher, number 20.
Jonathan Lucroy strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here. David Murphy steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Now pitching for Cleveland.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Sierra, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The pitcher,
Ryan Madsen stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Jorge Polanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Another one sent foul. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
third baseman,
Johnny Peralta will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Bird is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Adam Conley. Well, come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
61, Adam Conley. This change for the Marlins. Now playing right field, number 46.
Striding in to start the ninth, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Now a good take here as he misses for a ball, and it's 2-1 now to the Cleveland left fielder. Grounded to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Nobody out, runner on first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Braun has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Santana. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Juan Uribe makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. Down to their final out in the 9th inning. Carter Capps is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Moving under it, Sierra makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving, but gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For Cleveland, 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base.